What are your thoughts on the proposed ban for social media for under 16s, given that most of the young people that you work with in the children's homes are under 16?
I think it's a great thing, and I think it's a bad thing, because there is any sort of limitation on information and a limitation and a restriction against a social bubble of some degree does just strike a chord of like, oh, is this the right thing to do? And what's going to be the repercussions if one does this? Like, for example, if you take it away and it becomes a forbidden thing, people are going to want it more. It's like the drink culture in the UK. You're not allowed to drink at an early age, makes you want to drink it even more. So because social media has already been ingrained into society, especially for young people, I've got no idea how it's going to go. I think it's neither going to be one or the other. It's going to be a mixed bag of lots of different things. And I think there'll be people who will totally agree with this, and for all the right reasons. And it will also fuel the younger generation who want to use it for whatever reasons that they have, and they will find a way onto it. That's going to be almost unstoppable, but that's just going to be the reality that we live in. Personally, I think it's the right decision. I remember when I first heard about this, I was like, yeah, that needs to happen.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
I've had other thoughts since.
Oh, same. Yeah.
I've had other thoughts since.
Yeah.
But my first thought was like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Social media is awful, isn't it? And young people shouldn't be. I mean, it's got its
it's an
positives
element.
as
It's
well.
an element of awful.
But I was thinking it's really damaging for young people. That's really what I mean in terms of like making them feel like they need to look and be a certain type of way, and all the pressure that creates. Plus, then there's the online bullying and the cyberbullying that comes off the back of it, which is also horrendous. And then the distraction as well from real life and the addiction to being on the phone. So to remove that, to me, sounds amazing, but it's just problematic, isn't it? You can't just like pull the plug on something and then not really think through the practical implication. And then, of course, there's the cynical view, isn't there, around that then forcing people to have to get digital ID cards.
It starts to lean into the totalitarianism, right?
Yeah.
So it has an element of that. I think the way that the world is going in terms of giving up all of our real world experiences into the digital era is happening anyway. I think this is going to be part of it. I think we're on that road anyway. Digital IDs and tracking and implants, and you know, I think we're on that road.
Transhumanism level on that road?
Yeah. I think we're walking that road anyway. So this is just going to be part of it. So I'm happy to sit in the road whilst I sit in the car driving down this road, because I'm almost quite interested and excited about the integration with technology. But with social media and young people in particular, a few will thrive and many won't. One of the UK entrepreneur influencers, Simon Squibb, was toting that, you know, you can become a young entrepreneur on social media and it's so key for them. So true. There's other ways that you can become an entrepreneur without social media, which needs to be remembered. But of course, you know, it creates this opportunity for young people, privileged and underprivileged, to climb up through the ranks and earn, get out of the situation they're in. There's so much credit for that. But what I've seen is young, vulnerable, impressionable-minded people manipulated by their peers or by an elder generation to do explicit, inappropriate things which will massively damage them. And then they'll be contributing to an ecosystem which is a big problem of CSE. And
what's CSE?
CSE is child sex exploitation, and you've got CCE, which is child crime exploitation. It's so prevalent, young people and social media and that connection.
So it's seen as the gateway.
It's a massive gateway.
Creating this ecosystem of criminal activity that harms children, basically.
Massively. I mean, look at the warped sense that a young person has and who they need to become on social media to feel valid. Typically, it's going to be a dressed down version, especially for young females. You know, and I saw this in Care. The young female's impression of what they need to be on social media is very little clothing, dancing to all these different social media trending videos. And they are now told that in order for them to be accepted and validated in the world, that's who they need to become. And it's a self-perpetuating cycle, because you've got so many people engaging in their posts. A lot of them is men who shouldn't really be looking and engaging in that content. And then the groomers and manipulators are finding their way into that. And the risk of them becoming part of that grooming journey is so high. It's not worth it. It's really not worth young people being exposed to that level of a lack of understanding about what they're doing. You know, the consequences part of your brain is the last thing to develop. It develops into your early 20s. So they've just got no idea.
Too late by that point, isn't it?
Way too late. Way too late. More people will become a victim of that and that risk than the benefit of the few who will become viral sensations. Like, it's imbalanced.
I was going to say, we were talking earlier about how when we were younger, you know, we stopped talking to our parents about the things that we wanted to do, and then ended up with these whole lives that they had no idea about. That's exactly what would happen then in this situation, where you've got a 15-year-old who's being invited to an event, supposedly invited to an event, you know, that they are unknowingly walking down a path into harm. But to that young person, they're thinking, well, somebody out there, I feel seen, I feel heard by them, I want to go out and have this adventure. And they've got no idea about what they're potentially about to walk into.
Exactly.
So in your eyes, that's what this ban is shutting down.
Needs to,
is reducing the risk of that happening. Of course, harm finds a way, doesn't it? But
harm will always find another way.
It's cutting off one of the channels. That's
one of the big arms. You're going, shrink, right, get yourself around that. And you and manipulators and abusers will find a way around it, but not through that channel.
Interesting.
I think the vulnerable need to be protected way more than anything else.